Finding yourself in the middle of serious legal proceedings and in need of representation from a qualified and admitted lawyer can be a very stressful situation. But what happens when you discover that the legal practitioner that you've hired may be nothing more than an identity-stealing fraudster masquerading as a trusted advocate? Here's Derek Watts.
Fakes and scamsters have been the lifeblood of Carte Blanche for more than 30 years. But now, in the times of COVID, we are going online, not to bust a common criminal, but someone who is posing as an advocate of the High Court.
𝗶𝗏𝗀 Pretorius is the alleged imposter, using this certificate of one advocate 𝗀𝗁𝗃 Petronella Jansen van Vuuren and appearing before the courts as a legal cost consultant for years. But is the certificate even real?
Just 3 minutes before we go live, so let's meet the team.
Enter the actual advocate, 𝗀𝗁𝗃 Petronella Jansen van Vuuren, known as 𝗀𝗁𝗃, Head of Occupational Health and Safety at Solidarity, a trade union.
I studied law to help people. I'm working with specifically occupational injuries and diseases. And then to be confronted by someone who take that ideal and use it for their own purposes is for me a devastating thought.
Legal cost consultant 𝗀𝗁𝗃 and attorney 𝗍𝗁𝗃, the couple who discovered the alleged fraud.
Her wording in her correspondence and her communication didn't seem to indicate that she had any real understanding of some basic principles of law, which of course raised my suspicions.
And Mike Marshall, the instructing attorney in this liquidation matter, cost proceedings, which are the final phase of litigation when costs are awarded. With the permission of the Judge President, he is linking us to the virtual hearing presented by 𝗶𝗏𝗀 Pretorius. Unaware she's about to be caught in the act, she displays her right of appearance certificate.
I see the names is 𝗀𝗁𝗃 Petronella. Sorry, can I just see that again?
Yeah, Jansen, that is my name, my maiden name and my surname. It has been amended in 2012 for first purposes involved.
I'm sure. Mr. Taxi,
I can even give you my ID number. You'll see it corresponds with the ID number.
But let's pause for a moment. There's more to come. How did we know what 𝗶𝗏𝗀 is displaying is a fake certificate?
In order to be a cost consultant, you do not necessarily have to be an admitted attorney. But in order to present the taxation to a taxing master, you do need to have that right of appearance because it is a court appearance.
A legal cost consultant is pivotal to a case because they can either maximize the costs for the winners or minimize them for the losers. And we can be talking about millions.
They're the persons responsible for quantifying the costs in the final stage of a court case, like 𝗀𝗁𝗃. But she doesn't have the right of appearance in court. 𝗀 presents with her attorney husband 𝗍𝗁𝗃, who originally challenged 𝗶𝗏𝗀's right of appearance.
He actually said, but you obviously clearly do not understand the legal process. And in fact, do you have right of appearance? She didn't even think about it twice. Her answer was an emphatic no. She said, I do not have right of appearance.
But straight after the court session, 𝗶𝗏𝗀 Pretorius did an about-turn.
I got a WhatsApp from 𝗶𝗏𝗀 saying she actually has a full LLB and a master's degree. She is an admitted advocate of the High Court.
So 𝗀 challenged 𝗶𝗏𝗀 to send her credentials. Pretorius obliged.
The first thing that struck me was the name. It was 𝗀𝗁𝗃 Petronella Jansen van Vuuren. How do you get from 𝗶𝗏𝗀 Pretorius to these names?
𝗶𝗏𝗀 isn't fazed when the same question comes up in the hearing.
Sure, because your ID says your names are 𝗶𝗏𝗀 Pretorius, and the names on your certificate is 𝗀𝗁𝗃 Petronella Jansen van Vuuren. That is very far apart.
At this point, 𝗶𝗏𝗀 is joined by 𝗀𝗁𝗃 from 𝗀𝗁𝗃 attorneys.
Good morning, Taxation Master. My name is 𝗀𝗁𝗃. I do confirm the right of appearances as well as the identity number.
It appears 𝗶𝗵𝗴𝗶𝘀 isn't aware of any fraud at this point. On the other hand, 𝗀𝗁𝗁𝐶𝗿𝗍 discovered another deception after she tracked down the real Johanna. And on her request, she asked Pauline for her legal practice council number, which is supposed to be unique to every practitioner.
She also, via email, provided the registration number that I have with the 𝗀𝗶𝗴𝗶𝘀 as her registration number with the 𝗀𝗶𝗴𝗶𝗀.
As a member of the Legal Practice Council, Anthony Miller has been mandated to look into this case and highlights the discrepancies between the two certificates.
Now we've got two advocates, each with their own certificate. I think you've seen them. What are your reflections?
The first one is for someone called Johanna Petronella Jansen van Vuuren. And that certificate relates to an admission the 8th of August 2013, and there's a particular case number. This certificate complies with what one normally sees in circumstances where it's a genuine admission. The second certificate is somewhat problematical. The first is that the heading on the certificate is incorrect. In 2014, the courts in Gauteng were renamed, and so the description of the courts on court orders changed.
This court was renamed the High Court of South Africa, Gauteng Division, Pretoria, on the 28th of February 2014. The slight problem with Pauline's certificate is that she used the new name 6 months before it was officially gazetted.
So whoever issued this certificate, if it was issued in 2013, would have been clairvoyant, or it wasn't issued in 2013.
The fake certificate has an ID number, which isn't usual, and also shows the fake Jansen van Vuuren as 23 years younger than the real one. There's a spelling error on Jansen, a missing N, and the signatures of the registrar differ, even though the case numbers match.
The 𝗀𝗶𝗴𝗶𝘀 records have been checked. There is no record whatsoever in South Africa of any legal practitioner with the name Johanna Petronella Jansen van Vuuren. There is no record in South Africa of any legal practitioner bearing the identity number. There's also no record whatsoever of any legal practitioner in the country by the name of Pauline Pretorius.
So it appears to be a case of forgery.
Yes, correct.
But there's even more to Pauline's deception, so it's time to ask her in person.
Okay, bring me in. Hi, Pauline. I'm Derek Watts from Carte Blanche. How are you doing?
Good in yourself.
I just want to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind. Are you Pauline Pretorius?
Yes,
Who is Johanna Petronella Jansen van Vuuren?
Jansen van Vuuren. That is myself.
How does this name relate to you as Pauline Pretorius?
Can you kindly confirm what is the reason for your inquiry?
Well, we have an amazing coincidence. Johanna Petronella Jansen van Vuuren, who is sitting next to me right here, was enrolled as an advocate of the High Court on the same day as you.
Well, sir, I don't even know who that is.
I mean, don't you think that's unbelievable?
It is my name.
But apart from that 1 in a million or 1 in a trillion chance, you have the same case number.
So, how do you want me to respond to that if that is my case number on my documents?
She's sticking to her guns on the documents, so let's introduce a new piece of evidence.
You sent a tweet in 2014 to say that you were just starting your law degree with UNISA.
But that was for a master's degree.
Well, so somehow you managed to get enrolled as an advocate of the High Court before you started your law degree.
There's no way that could happen because it was my master's degree in respect of family law.
No, that's not as we know it. UNISA states that you have not even completed your studies towards a Bachelor of Law degree, and you've only completed 14 out of 14 modules. Pauline, I put it to you that you are deliberately and fraudulently using ID theft to deceive the courts and your clients as to your validity to appear in a court of law.
I absolutely deny that. I'm sorry.
Pauline, I think we'll have to sort this out in a face-to-face interview then. Could we set up a meeting for Wednesday?
Yeah,
subject to being advised by an attorney.
Why would you need to be advised if you're telling us the truth?
Because you have just made very, very serious allegations.
Mike Marshall informs the taxing master that a case has been opened with the police and a formal complaint laid with the 𝗀𝗶𝗃 by 𝗀𝗵𝗶𝘀 Jansen van Vuuren.
May I show my certificate, Mr. Taxi Master? It's framed.
These are the very serious allegations that ever presented before me.
The taxing master ordered all documentation to be uploaded and for Pauline, who hosted the meeting, to supply the recording for the record. The taxation was postponed.
𝗀𝗵𝗶𝘀, I saw how shocked you were during that discussion. How are you feeling now?
I'm still feeling jittery. I'm totally shocked.
Do you think she'll see us on Wednesday?
I think it's very unlikely.
We're just going to call Pauline Pretorius to confirm that appointment for Wednesday, which she agreed to.
Hi, you've reached Pauline. I can't take your call right now. Hi, you've reached Pauline. Hi, you've reached Pauline. You've reached Pauline. I can't take your call right now.
We called 𝗀𝗵𝗶𝘀 to try and track Pauline Pretorius down. He'd also defended Pauline's credentials, originally in an email to 𝗀𝗁𝗄𝗧𝗏, but has subsequently checked that she is not a member of the 𝗀𝗶𝗃.
I made about 16 calls yesterday to her phone. Phone was off. And around about 10 o'clock last night, she phoned me.
Okay.
And confirmed that she was in consultation with her legal representative and that she has been advised not to say anything to anyone at this stage.
A written response to Carte Blanche from 𝗀𝗵𝗶𝘀 stated that they have terminated all mandates given to Pauline Pretorius as an independent cost consultant. To date, we've been told that Pauline has not uploaded her credentials or the recording to the taxing master, as agreed, but 𝗀𝗵𝗶𝘀 is determined to see justice served.
I would like a severe penalty. The legal profession has to be protected, and my honor and dignity needs to be protected.